Hello, and welcome to another edition of Just 5 Minutes in Acts, short 5-minute studies from the New Testament book called the Acts of the Apostles. I'm Clay Brown, Associate Pastor for Equipping Ministries at Memorial Drive Presbyterian Church, Houston, Texas. And with today's passage, we're going to look at one thought and then one implication of that thought. And by implication, I simply mean if the thought makes sense, then here's the difference it can make in your life and mine. The passage, Acts chapter 5, verses 17 through 42, but we're going to look at verses 27 through 30 today from the New Living Translation. Then they brought the apostles before the high council, where the high priest confronted them. "We gave you strict orders never again to teach in this man's name," he said. "Instead, you have filled all Jerusalem with your teaching about him, and you want to make us responsible for his death." But Peter and the apostles replied, "We must obey God rather than any human authority." Now, what's the one thought here? We must decide our allegiance to God is stronger than any and all other allegiances. The setting is this. The apostles have been preaching about Jesus, that he's the Messiah and the Lord of all, and that you need to be his follower if you want to be in a relationship with the one true God. And the authorities don't like that. In fact, the council had already told them to stop at once, and then they put them in prison, leading to God's jailbreak of the apostles, a jailbreak of the highest order. And so the apostles are brought back in, and the council is attempting to quell this talk about Jesus. Note how the apostles respond. We have to obey God, not you, not any human authority. It's as simple as that. Jesus had warned them such times were coming. They were prepared. It's the second time they've said this to the council. Sometimes it takes a while for reality to set in. The pivot point of their choice is this. Are they being prohibited, stopped, from doing something that God expressly commands them to do? And the answer is yes. They were prohibited from talking about Jesus, compelled to stay silent about the greatest event of all human history. Well, if Jesus is Lord, and by Lord I don't simply mean a good guy, but the one in charge of the whole universe, then the answer's already decided for you. You do what Jesus says, and let the chips fall where they may. Now, what's one implication of this thought? This is really among the deepest of all existential questions. Whom or what will you truly serve with your life? It's true, as the esteemed theologian Bob Dylan once said, as part of the music catalog he just sold for $1 bajillion, you gotta serve somebody. Or the way he put it, hey, you gotta serve somebody. Ugh. My Dylan impersonations quality aside, you know that's not how we think in our modern age. We humans see ourselves as autonomous, free moral agents. We can do whatever we want. No one can tell us what to do. We can even make up the rules. And the only rule right now is you can't do something that hurts someone else. Although we violate that rule with regularity, don't we? The universe is set up for my convenience. My preferences and desires come first. But we really aren't autonomous and free. We end up serving somebody. Our temptation sometimes is to serve ourselves as Lord. To serve money, power, pleasure, personal advancement, image. Other times our temptation is to serve something greater than ourselves, but the wrong thing as Lord. To serve a history, an ethnicity, politics, nationalism, religion. And every day we evaluate and decide just whom we will serve and what form this service will take. And so if you gotta serve somebody, who will you serve today? In terms of where your life's heading, there aren't any more important questions than this one right here. If you're a Christian, you serve God. You obey God, not any human authority. You obey the risen Jesus. Well, I think that's enough for now. Any questions or comments? Email me at cbrown@mdpc.org. That's cbrown@mdpc.org. Next time, one thought and one implication from Acts chapter 6, verses 1 through 15. Hey, please subscribe. Click the button. Pass along these studies to your friends, even your enemies. Your call. Thanks. God bless, and take care.